Hi, it's Daryl here, answering any questions you've got on carbon reduction, net zero, energy measurement, management, all that sort of stuff. As you know, I love sort of getting questions from you. It brightens my day. And today's question, Farah, is?
So today's question is from the chat.
Yep.
And the question is, how do I account for renewables in my carbon footprint? Okay.
So the way it's done at the moment in the UK is probably different to some of the other sort of territories in the world, but you know, I'm a UK sort of specialist and I don't quite agree with it. All right. So what I'm about to say, I'm not mad keen on it, but this is the way it's done. At the moment, you work out all of your carbon footprint, including your total kilowatt hours, for example, of electricity, ignoring the fact they're renewable, and you do all your carbon footprint and your carbon intensity, just ignoring it totally. Then you put a second line in and say, yes, but because we use renewables, or we buy renewables, we have renewables, that would lower it to such and such, okay? Now, why don't I like that? I think it would be far fairer and certainly give the companies that are paying, you know, normally a little bit extra to buy green energy, the reward they deserve to actually take it into account in the first place. And that is what I think we'll be swapping over to. We're now in the middle of 2022. That's what I think we'll be swapping to. It's got a few problems in terms of it's not the primary recommended method of doing it, but it makes sense. So what we're swapping to is we're flipping those around and saying, look, you know, assuming that the carbon emission factor for example, renewable X or renewable Y is 0, this are the figures we get. And then a second line in the report is called parallel reporting or dual reporting. Okay, and we then say on the second line of the report, well, ignoring the fact that we've got renewables, the total figure would have been X, Y, Z. And of course, that second line will always be larger than when you take renewables into account. Okay, so hopefully it will change. Hopefully everybody will start using this new sort of more sensible method, but we'll see. How was that?
Well, just so that we're clear, what exactly do we mean by renewables?
Okay, fair. 9 times out of 10, renewables means solar. Okay, and that's either solar energy or wind energy that you buy in. Not many of my clients have got their own windmill. Well, one has spent £2 million putting up a massive turbine, but not many clients have got their own sort of wind generation. But 9 times out of 10, it's solar, or if you're buying it in, solar and wind. There are others. I know, for example, over in Canada land, that they do a lot of hydro. I've seen that out in India as well, where they've just got a lot of big dam-based power generations. But you're looking at sources which are basically don't get used up. So the wind, tomorrow it will be windy, regardless of how many windmills we have up today. And it's slightly different from clean energy. So you might say nuclear energy, for example, is not renewable, okay, but it is clean. So you've got renewable, you've got clean, sort of a couple of things there. But as I say, 9 times out of 10, solar, and maybe solar and wind if you're buying it in. Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Okay. Well, look, that's today's question answered. If you've got any other questions, pop them through on the chat, pop them in the comments, however you want to get them to me, really. And you know, if I can, I'll do my best to answer them for you. Okay. Thank you.